Hi, this is Ernie. I'm that guy who had $6 in his checking account to now having millions of dollars. I want to give you some updates on things that I've bought maybe about a year ago and not too long ago. So I want to talk about two, as well as give you an idea of where to invest when our economy is not doing well and job market is falling apart. So let me give you two updates first. First one is YINN, YINN. I introduced this particular ETF. It's an ETF, it's not a stock. Back in December 9th last year. And why did I choose this? Because it broke the trend line. And I actually believed, I've been there for work, I've been there to visit, but I'm not from China, despite what everybody thinks. I believe that they are going to make a better advancements in technology and economic growth than we or Europeans will. So that's why I invested, and it was doing well. And I had my doubts, but I'm going to show you in the chart why I had my doubts. But let's start with the chart first. This is in so China Bull 3X, risky. But I knew that this was down so much that I felt like there is no place to go except up. So when did I choose to get in? And I'm gonna draw you a trend line from top of that line to the top of another peak. On December 9th, it broke this trend line to the right. So as you can see on this side. So I got in. I actually had this a long time ago, sold it, and I decided to get back in around 27.36. And it went, and then of course it came back down, and then it just took off. But during the Liberation Day, because Mr. Trump introduced a tariff that's going to be really bad for China, it just tanked. So I had my doubts whether I was doing the right thing or not, but I decided to stick with it. And now this is what you see. Right? So there's a clear trend line from here to there that it has not broken. And I think this is going to continue to go higher. And what is the return that I got from this? In about 9 months, 76%. Yes, 76% return. But in this process, every single week I saw cover calls. And using that money, just like you guys probably know what I do, I bought more shares, and then I did more cover calls, bought more shares, and I keep reinvesting and started compounding on a weekly basis. So now I am up even more. But 76% from what we bought, or when I bought December 9th to now, it's a 76% gain. Let's look at the other one. This one is what I call Labubu, right? LABU, or actually what my wife calls it. It's a biotechnology 3X stock that just tanked. I mean, this tanked. So as you can see from here, let me try to redraw this line. So this is the line. From there to the top of here, another top, and it could not break that trend line. But over here to the right, it broke that trend line and started creating a new upward trend line. So I got in between $56 and $58. And we put a lot of money into this. And it has been going up steadily. It hit $81, I think $83 on Friday. And I think this is going to continue to do well. I don't know if I mentioned, June 4th is when I first introduced this. We started getting in, and now we're getting close to 40% return in little over 2 months or 3 months. And there are a lot of institutions now buying biotechnology. So I think this is going to do extremely well. I know you guys must be thinking, man, does this Ernie guy work for Direxion? No, I do not. I just like the leverage funds when it's rock bottom. So that's why I use leverage funds. But this one is the 20-year Treasury Bull Fund. Look how horrendous this chart looks. It has gone from worth 400 some dollars all the way down, and it went down to, I think, as close as like $29 or so. So we have been accumulating this a lot. And my wife and I, when I say we, and over the course of 1 year, like it has gone down, further down, and the same thing applies. The same technical analysis applies. This line represents from peak to peak. And I started buying a little earlier than this. I think sometime in May or even April. But you know what happened to the job market. And it clearly broke the trend line, and it's up today, almost 4%. And this has been going up from, what was the price here? $36 to $41 now. And we believe that, or I believe that, I don't know if my wife does, I believe that with a rate cut in September, potentially 2 more this year, and depending on how severe our job market deterioration is, I think this has the potential to go to 60s or even 70s by end of this year. And I know I sell calls on everything. But this, I stopped selling calls 2 weeks ago, mainly because I knew the numbers were bad. It could potentially get worse, which means the Fed has to increase the rate. I think they're a little behind, but they're going to increase the rate in September. And I think they're going to continue to do it. So we do not get into a recession. And when you cut rates, meaning the Fed has to buy bonds. That's how they cut rates, buy bonds, so that bond price goes up and interest rate works in reverse. So the interest rate falls, and that's how they're going to lower the interest rate. So because of it, I think they're going to do incredibly well. And some people have said, hey, the one that you suggested that we do, actually, I didn't make a suggestion. I said, this is what I'm doing. Like TMF has not been doing well. Is it too late? Should I get out? Should I not get out? I told them, hey, if you believe that there's going to be a recession or there's going to be a cut, this might be a great tool, but don't invest in this unless you know how to use options. And for those, of course, you need to go to my watch list called Leveraging Options. We have accumulated so much last 6 months or 7 months just selling call options every single week, trying to get money from the premium and then reinvesting it. So if this goes to, let's say, $110, oh yeah, I think my kids or my grandkids might even be set with that type of a return. And that is my investment idea. When there's a recession, do not hold on to high-tech companies. You need to rebalance your portfolio. And sometimes a bond fund like this, that's 3x, might not be a bad idea to put some of your money in. I know I'm going to have a lot of questions about this, but please leave them in comments so that everybody can benefit and read. But if you have anything very, very sensitive, then you can send me direct messages, but I'm extremely behind it. And again, thanks for watching and thanks for following. Don't forget to like and repost, and stay tuned for more stock ideas. See ya.